Peace and love. Welcome to I Am Feminine Masculine R1. I want to thank everyone for tuning in with me at this time, wherever you are located. Welcome in, welcome in. So, I've been channeling this message since yesterday, and it's a good time to share this with those tuning in that may need some assistance in this sector, right? So, how do you win a battle, right? How do you win a battle? You surrender. Now, I'm not speaking of, those that are soldiers, because, that's a different kind of battle. But now, the battle within, right? Is your mind racing? Do you have a lot of thoughts coming through, right? And you can apply this anywhere in your life, mentally, and it's really surrendering and asking for guidance at this time. And that was one of the things that I had to apply. It did take me some time to really get to that understanding. But when I started to meditate, really working on quieting my mind, right? I had to get there first to really see that option is very possible, that there is a solution to all problems. Okay, so really the mind could be racing at this time. We may be experiencing things that may not make sense, right? Maybe within our circle, and it's time to evaluate, stop overthinking and really surrender and ask for guidance. And so for me, I reached out to my archangels, to help and guide me during the times of confusion, clarity. And they answered, and I'm truly grateful for it. There is a need of understanding when that guidance comes in, to really be patient with yourself and be still as you're receiving these messages, right? And sometimes they come through, through signs and symbols. There can be, an epiphany of like, wow, I didn't think of that, right? Just another way of handling these things when we surrender. We must surrender in order for the help to come in, And I feel like it's so important for those tuning in that may need some assistance. There's a lot of confusion in our relationships, with ourselves maybe, or, within our relationships with others, people, places, and things. It's really important to be present when we are also going through this, when we go through, surrendering. Allowing the process, being patient, grounding ourselves, getting out in nature, putting our feet down on the ground, drinking more water, right? Really allowing the flow of things to come through, And when I'm out in nature, the sun is cleansing me. My feet is on the ground. It's getting me to a point where I'm stable, right? To be able to receive this understanding. And at the same time, when I get this brush of wind, right? It's out here in Georgia. It's really warm. But when that wind comes through, I take advantage of it. I let whatever has held me captive in my mind, right, in my body, and I let the wind just go ahead and take it. I open my arms and I allow the wind to blow through me, and I allow whatever that has been settling in my head, just like, causing all this, I don't know, just a lot of things that does not put me present, and I allow it to just take whatever that has that does not serve my best interest, to go ahead and just fly away. And so, it may not happen right away, but eventually, as we practice these options, these solutions, we start to, ease up a bit, our feet gets to release off of the gas, right? Like a vehicle. Like, we don't always have to be on acceleration. Hopefully I'm saying that right. And we can actually just lighten up where it's at our pace, right? So we can see where we need, or where this solution is coming through at, depending on how your mind is, right? And so I just feel like at this time, that those may need to hear this. There is a way, there is a solution to whatever problems we are facing at this time. And sometimes it's really paying attention. Okay, if it's literally speaking of, people, places, and things, looking at our space. Who is in our space, right? Who is it that I need to remove from my circle, for me to really get somewhere, right? Start moving forward, right? Not being stagnant or stuck. Is it a person, right? You need to be realistic with yourself and honest with yourself. These are the things that are going to be coming up as you ask for assistance. And sometimes it may be uncomfortable, but the uncomfortability is the growth within ourselves that is needed. I noticed on my path, to really see things, I really needed to face first myself in this situation. And then once I have seen myself and, healed those parts, then I was able to see what else could have me stuck and confused. You can't move forward when you have these type of things in your mind. And so as we continue on seeing these things and receiving guidance and doing the work by going out in nature and letting the sun, heal and cleanse you, everything starts to lighten up. The layers start to pull back. And it's not a simple process. Either way we look at it, there's either you're going to be stuck or stagnant, or, we're going to learn from this lesson that may appear. And so the solution is going to have you really analyze, okay, what you don't want and what you do want in your life. You get to now, set the tone for yourself. Now you're going to realize, as you're peeling these layers, in healing, once you get past that hump and you move forward, you may be tested again, right? You may be tested again with, a different face, but a similar frequency. And that's the moment to see, hey, how much did I grow from the lesson? How much did I grow, And the inner strength that we hear about is from within. So we get to utilize these powers that we have, inner strength, inner peace, surrendering, forgiveness, right? All these parts that exist within us it's like, okay, how are we going to handle this situation this time around, right? Using those powers, right, that you built and learned through your healing, right? Through the guidance, through the archangels, your spirit, your ancestors, the divine, the most high, you can ask for assistance. There is, again, a solution. And I just felt really, I felt really, empowered to really just like, wow, I need to share this. This may be something that many people may be facing at this time, and to be patient with yourself. We're so used to just getting things done, but now when it comes to self, unfortunately, it just doesn't move like that. We just can't, think that, hey, I did meditation, I went out to, in nature for a week or two, and now I feel like I've, gotten over something. But in all reality, it's like, hold up, you really need to maintain this stillness, right? Because there's always a challenge, there's always a challenge, when we learn something about ourselves and we get over that little hump. It may be a major hump. I don't know how you look at it. For me, it was a major hump. It took me some time to really gather myself, to really be still with all this going on, meaning distractions, right? And people, places, and things, distractions, right? Those definitely came in at the same time of me looking for healing. And I'm like, there was something about that. There was something about that I felt like that I was being tested, and even though I may have thought I had it at the time and it put me 5 steps back, trust me, when I figured it out, I was able to go 15 steps ahead once I understood the assignment, right? So, self knows what to do. Your soul, your spirit team, they're there for to help. They really are. And really knowing that you have that, knowing, not believing, I'm saying really knowing that there are those that surround you and are there for you, for support. We are so used to people, places, and things as support, and in all reality, maybe it worked for them, right? But does it really work for you? And so everyone is different, who doesn't need a little support? But at the end of it, for real, if you can do it and you can really know that you have that team, it's green light, man. It's a green light. So know that you have, a support system that you can go within and really ask for, and so I just really wanted to put that out there for y'all. Be patient with yourself, love yourself, during this time. You may be seeing things that you're just like, wow, I can't believe this person, place, or thing, wow, this is just a shock. But let me tell you, there's a lot of people going through this. You know, it's going to take time. We just need to start somewhere and allow the process of healing and clarity to come in. So I just wanted to jump on here, shed some light to those that are tuning in. But until next time, peace and love. I am Feminine Masculine R1.